Today I decided it was time, after putting a 25 caliber bullet hole in the wall. The Benjamin sent a Hornet going through the top of the backstop where it's kind of a gap. Went right through four inches of that hard styrofoam insulation board, through the cardboard on the back end into the wall. So I decided to make a video on how I pack my backstop, what all's in there, and how I arrange all the junk mail, magazines, catalogs, and all manner of stuff like that. Good use for that crap from the bill collectors, huh? And I got it all put back together now, so I'm going to do a little slideshow with a voiceover here so you can see how I do it. And by and large, you pack that thing right, and don't shoot the snot out of it for too long before you pack it up again, and it'd be fine. I just waited too long to pack it again, so that's my fault. Still got a big pile of junk mail over there I haven't used yet. Yeah, all those big, thick investment portfolios and catalogs, and the one from B&H Photo in Manhattan is like that thick. It's as big as the one from Franklin Templeton investment houses, you know. And so anyway, I'm going to go through it and show you how it's done, and it stops most pellets, so I can use my chronograph in the man cave here. I'm also going to show you a target, my son's first target, and the Gamma rocket pellets, or what's left of them, from when I was teaching him to shoot, and he shot his first target at 15 yards. One I downloaded from gunsinternational.com, place where you buy and sell air rifles, powder burners, black powder, whatever. They got a lot of Winchester Model 70s on there. I even saw one in 220 Swift. I don't see too many of them anymore. Besides 22, 250, 243 Winchester, all that kind of thing. So I thought I'd finally show you guys how I fixed my backstop. And we'll get to it now. Okay, here's what the box looks like. Top up, in other words, what the cardboard on the back is facing up. And there's where the 25 Hornet from the Benjamin came through. It came through the airspace at the top of the box. And a nice neat 25 caliber hole in the wall lower right. The one on the upper left there is from 177 Sniper Light. Here's the cardboard removed, and you can see how cheap I went on that hard styrofoam insulation. I need to buy another piece so I can get four full-size pieces in there instead of 2 full-size and 2 small ones. There's where the bullet hole, the 25 Hornet, came through. And another view there. And you can see the hole a little easier in the masking tape right there where it came through the other one. And here's what's under the insulation board, all that junk mail and catalogs and stuff like that, including credit cards, multi-page letters folded over twice, so you're getting a really thick, pretty good amount of stuff to go through, newspapers, and what we used to call inserts when we delivered the newspapers, the ads you had to insert into the paper yourself. And there's some of the mail I took out that's still good that I can reuse. And there's the pellets I pulled out of the backstop the second time, which was last time. This is number 3. And here's a pellet here, foobarred pretty good. It got stuck in that Winston ad right there. That's folded over 3 times, and it's lacquered pasteboard. Like I said, I don't know. I can't tell what the heck that thing is. There's some pellets stuck in here too. They just were ripping through that. Some got stuck in it. All the credit cards and pasteboard and all the junk that's letters and whatnot that's inside of it. And there's the culprit. 25 FTT, I think. The more I look at it, the more I think there's a 25 cal field target trophy. 19.91 grain. And that's a good 10-12 inches into the box too. That damn thing ripped through some stuff. Just pummeled the credit cards and stuff like that. Whee! And that one that got stuck in there, 22 cal Beeman Silver Bear. And here's some Hornets. There's one still poking through right there. It made like a cross shape where it got stuck in that last piece of mail. A little clearer there. All mangled. Those were 22s too, by the way. There's a BB from one of the Gamos that Matthew shot at the target. What's left of the pellet after I found the BB. Again, 22 caliber. There's a Silver Bear there that went through a lot of stuff where it got stuck in that one. They're not bad, but they hit bone and just like a silver point, they just flatten. Of course, they're made to do that for what they call velocity shock. And here is a Sniper Light 177. There's an alloy pellet, and the other one is a field target, I think, and there's another little mangled piece. I don't know what the hell that is. Might be the head off of a Silver Bear. Some of those just disintegrate. Now here's a Hornet that kept the point, but the pellet got mangled pretty good, as if it would look like that would have bounced through bone. And here's a couple Gamos that got stuck in that plastic there. Oh, boy, did that Hornet get mangled. It held on to the point though. 25 cal. And there is an RWS Super Point Extra. Here's what some of the letters look like from the center of the backstop. They just got the shit shot out of them. Pretty mangled. Multi-page letters too. And I just realized that cardboard I had on the back was the box my new tripod came in. ONN, I don't know how you're supposed to say it. I bought one for my wife. The legs are silver, and it says Amazon Basics on one of the legs. And here's where the bullets went into the newspaper. Local newspaper for Sheffield. And here's what it looked like on the way out. Good 3/8 inch thick, I guess. And these two credit cards will never do anything again. That just got exploded. And I can't believe I missed Hillary, damn it. Hit Trump and missed Hillary. Who knew? But Strickland's poster girl didn't make it. Sorry. And here's some from closer to the front. That is the bottom of the box, which is the facing edge where the target goes on. A different size caliber holes. Let's touch one. Might want to see that. Just ripping right through. And here's another one here, a magazine or catalog or something. Oh no, that's those cards they send you in the mail for the fancy restaurants and stuff that you hardly ever go to, trying to give you 20% off a meal. That's $150. And here's looking down to the inside of the box where I had 2 layers of cardboard taped in there. Fun way to make confetti too. There's a lot of pellets shaking loose down in there. And here is all the pellets and fragments and foobarred bits I dug out. And here's where I take an X-Acto knife and cut around the edges to cut the tape loose, and still had to pry the shit out of it to get it out of there. And yeah, pizza boxes are just about the right size for that Staples. But here's the piece of cardboard that was under the pizza box lid. Doesn't say much for the box itself there. That thing is, there's still a piece of cardboard on the outside, which I've cut out there. You can see a big shot up shotgun blast right through the middle. It's starting to tear. So I took the facing cardboard off and cut patches out of it. Just cut out the shot up parts so I could make these patches. And I outlined it with a Sharpie and cut it out. And I'll use these two here to patch the box itself. Here it is taped up on the outside. Taped in there in the whole level, that is to say, to reinforce the box box a little bit. Here's what looks like taped up on the inside. Reinforce the box a little there where I kind of tore it trying to get the inside out. Now here's a pizza box lid. I got it marked towards the bottom there where I need to cut it. And in case you didn't know, now you got a clue whose pizza box lid it was. Just cutting and trimming to fit. Now I left the tabs on, and you'll see why in a minute here. Put the other piece I cut off vertically around the one edge there and taped it all down to kind of reinforce the facing part of the box. And here's a new piece of cardboard on the outside. So that's 3 layers of cardboard, holes patched and everything, so it'll slow them down a little more. Less likely to go all the way through. And here we are, the bunch of thick catalog. That B&H one there is 3/8 of an inch thick. And I put another pizza box there, and again, took the cutoff part, turned it vertical up on the top there. To act as a reinforcement. So it's got yet another layer of cardboard to go through after it goes through all those thick catalogs. Then I start stacking junk mail in there, like vertically and then horizontally, and then sometimes more like a patchwork to kind of even it all out. And then put the styrofoam back in. And then we'll tape that piece of cardboard on the back again. It's the top of the box, but it becomes the back of the backstop, that is to say. And there it is, all done and ready to go. It's heavier this time, too. I put a lot more thicker, heavier stuff in there. Denser materials. And here's the pellets I pulled out. These are 22 and 25 Hornets. The 25 Hornets are two different weights. 24.38 grain, and then the newer lighter 23.16 grain. 22 points right there, which are 16.2 or 16.02, I forget. And here are the Gamma rockets. I found some of them. The other ones were foobarred, and the BBs popped out and all that. There's some of the BBs that came out on the end of the magnet there that my son shot at a target through his Optimus, Crossman Optimus 22 break barrel Springer. At this target, the orange circles are where he doubled up and everything. Once he learned how to use the sights the way I was trying to explain it to him, he started getting near the bullseye and double and tripling. And here he is with the rifle. He's 6'2", 267, and can press 300. That gun still looks just about the right size on him. Here, Barracuda green to the left, 12.65 grain, and platinum PBA 9.7 grain to the right, both 22. Not much done to them. And they went 3/4 of the way in. So that's amazing. And here again is the RWS Super Point Extras, 14.5 grain, 22. They stand up pretty good, so they hit something hard or bounce around bones or something like that. That would that's the way I would put it for like the ones on the right there. And these, the best I can figure, are field target trophies in a couple of calibers. I had them in all 3. That's the best I could explain to you. What in the world? That looks like a field target trophy and JBS. They're pretty close. Oh damn! Like I said, some of these things it's hard to tell. And here, 177 cal sniper lights, 7.5 grain from the 760D that I cut the star in a bullseye with. And here's the target I made the star-shaped hole with. It's only got like 2 flyers. And here are 177 and 22 Beeman Silver Bears. Give you an idea what happens to them. Some were so foobarred that I couldn't positively tell they were silver bears, but they can flatten pretty good. And of course, this list wouldn't be complete without the foobar brigade. Classic definition of foobar.
Well, how about that, huh? Just never know what the pellets are going to do. Some of them kind of surprised me with the Hornets and Silver Points, Beeman Silver Bears. Some of them dang things flatten before, without getting much entry. They might pierce the skin and go into the skull and stop. Something like that. So, Silver Bears and Silver Points. If you got a lot of power behind it, then you might get a good amount of velocity shock if you can get it to go through his head into his brain before it stops. You know. But them Hornets, they don't mushroom unless they've hit other pellets or something, because they just mangled credit cards, and they went about, on average, about that far into the backstop before they stopped. About into the middle, as it were. Like 10 inches. And the alloy pellets, oh man, they do not like to deform. The Gamma Platinum PBA, 9.7 grain and 22, or the 12.65 22 caliber H&N Barracuda Green. They don't deform very easily at all, as you saw. The Barracuda Green is longer than the Gamma Platinum PBA. So one might fit your rotary magazine better than the other. I don't have any of them yet, so that doesn't really bother me. That don't confront me, as long as I get my shot in. So, that's it for this time. Good Lord willing, the creeks don't rise. We'll see you again.